Hey everybody, this is TJR. And on Friday, yesterday as I'm recording this, Ed Sheeran released two new singles. One is called Shape of You, and the other one is called Castle on the Hill. And as I listened to these songs, I kept thinking, there's something awfully familiar about the two of them, even though the two songs sound very different from each other. Shape of You is very much kind of a contemporary dance song. It has a very minimalist production approach. It's very electronic sounding. You hear a little bit of acoustic guitar near the end if you listen closely, but otherwise it's very electronic sounding. It sounds like it's mostly been done, on a MIDI keyboard, with pre-programmed drum loops and drum beats, and everything else is just being played on a MIDI keyboard. However, Castle on the Hill has a bit more of a natural sound. The guitar riff is heavily influenced by the Edge, and that's not unusual. Lots of musicians and bands have been influenced by U2. And we have songs out there that are Beatlesque sounding. We have songs out there that are Zeppelin-esque sounding. And we have songs out there that are U2-esque sounding. And this is definitely a song that has a bit of that U2-esque sound to it. Lyrically, the songs are quite different. Castle on the Hill is very introspective and reflective. And Shape of You is not. So as I kept listening to these two songs back to back, I kept thinking, man, there's just something familiar about these two. And I couldn't put my finger on it, so I finally took them apart. Now, Shape of You is written in the key of C sharp minor. And its chords are C sharp minor, F sharp minor, A major, B major. And now there is this little lick that plays throughout the song. Like that. And as that keeps playing, the chords underneath it change it. Now I'll be honest, when I first heard this, I was very put off because so many songs use this dun 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 dun. So many contemporary songs use this progression and this rhythm, and so much so that I have found it to be just a really annoying cliche in a lot of contemporary pop songs right now. However, I have to admit, after maybe 3 or 4 listens, it began to grow on me a little bit. There are some nice things that change it up vocally, especially that oh part that comes in around at about 110, 111 in the song and repeats a couple more times. There's little tiny instrumentation subtleties that are thrown in that also help change it up. Personally, I think it could have used a few more instrumental variances to kind of keep it interesting. But for the most part, it seems to work pretty good. But at any rate, though, as I looked at that song, I thought, okay, so let's take a look here now. C sharp minor, that would be the 1 chord in the scale. F sharp minor, that would be the 4 chord in the scale. A major, that would be the 5 chord in the scale. And then B major, that would be the 6 chord in the scale. Now, Castle on the Hill, on the other hand, is written in the key of D major. And the majority of the song uses this chord progression, D to G, those are both major chords by the way, to B minor to A major. There is a little pickup note between the D and the G of an F sharp, a single note, so it's kind of a And if you listen carefully to the recording, the bass player will hit a D flat right before the D comes back in again, and it repeats. that. Now, there is one other section of the song that's very brief, where it goes G to A to D to G to the A. It'll stop, and then it'll go back into the to that part again. It's a very small part of the song. But I realize the majority of the song goes 1, 4, 6, 5. And then I thought, oh yeah, Shape of You goes 1, 4, 5, 6. And that's the similarity I'm hearing. In Shape of You, he's going 1, 4, 5, 6 in a minor key. In Castle on the Hill, he's in a major key now, and he's going 1, 4, 6, 5. There's just that little variation of switching the 6 and the 5, or the 5 and the 6, however you want to look at it, just flipping them around. But otherwise following a very similar chord progression. Of course, also switching it up from major to minor. Granted, Castle on the Hill does have that one little extra section that I talked about, but it's a very small part of the song. Now, of course, this is neither a complaint. I'm not saying he's copying himself or imitating himself. I just think it's an interesting comparison. I don't know if he was even aware of it when he wrote them. I doubt he was thinking about music theory. Most musicians don't think about music theory when they write a song. I sure as hell don't. I just go with it, whatever I think sounds good. You know, I'm going more on gut instinct. I'm not thinking theory at all. But I think it's interesting how different these two songs can sound from each other. True, they are separated by different key signatures, and one is major and one is minor, but the chord progression's extremely similar. You're just flipping the 5 and the 6 with the different songs. And I just thought that's very interesting. Of course, a lot of it has to do with the production. Once again, Shape of You has this very minimalist electronic production. Castle on the Hill has borrows heavily from, you know, the guitar stylings of The Edge from U2. And but yeah, otherwise very, very different songs. And I just thought this was kind of a interesting little bit of musical analysis. And so hope you found this interesting.